If these 13 moments weren't caught on camera, no one would believe it. In today's video, we're gonna talk about 13 unbelievable moments caught on camera. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. The wonders of the natural world are scarcely more impressive than in these stunning shots. From a heartbreaking image of a herd of lions asleep in a tree, to this amazing shot of a man walking through a high line between two hot air balloons. These are some of the best moments which were caught on camera. These incredible set of images were taken by photographers from all around the world and shows the wonder that surrounds us in human and animal form. 1. Stunning pictures show a crocodile clamping its jaw on a baby elephant. Can the little one survive? This baby elephant had a lucky escape after he got into a tug-of-war with a hungry croc who tried to bite off his trunk. In a real-life version of Rudyard Kipling's Just So stories, the calf had been splashing around in the shallow end of the watering hole in the African bush when the croc launched off the water and clamped down on its trunk. The rest of the herd stood around in shock, trumpeting and snorting as they battled to save the helpless youngster from the croc's attack. Against the odds, the tiny baby elephant managed to beat off the crocodile and stumbled backwards, leaving its attacker to slink back into the murky water. The brave baby elephant was soon back in the water and playing happily again as the beaten croc looked on balefully. The incredible snaps were caught on camera by Zimbabwean farmer and keen amateur photographer Francois Bowman by the Mana pools in Zimbabwe's Zambezi Valley. 2. Bird watching. One Reddit user said he set up cameras around the home and caught a cute moment between a bird and his daughter. Every few days or so, a hawk or some other kind of large bird would land on the outside of the window, he wrote. The bird and my daughter would sit there for a good 10 minutes, bobbing their heads at one another. It was adorable, despite the fact the bird probably wanted to eat her. 3. Lightning strikes over volcano for once-in-a-lifetime photo. Hawaii Volcanoes National Park is known for its awe-inspiring vistas, but for photographer John Meekin, one particular day in the park trumps all the others. Meekin visited the park on October 16th, during one of the worst lightning storms he has witnessed in his 14 years of living in the Big Island's volcano village. I was scared to get out of my car, he told the Huffington Post, but I knew I would regret it if I didn't give it a shot. Thanks to his determination, Meekin captured what he calls a once-in-a-lifetime experience as lightning came crashing down over Halemaumau crater. The cloud seen above the crater is a plume of volcanic ash produced by the volatile lake of lava within. Lightning can be produced by volcanic activity, according to the United States Geological Survey scientists, in a phenomenon known as dirty thunderstorms or volcanic lightning. Scientists at the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory monitor the daily activity of Kilauea and also manage to get a photo of the lightning, but Meekin's epic snaps take the cake. 4. Cheeky cheetah goes face-to-face with a tourist in a safari jeep. A cheeky cheetah got up close and personal with a tourist on safari, with its razor-sharp claws and teeth. It is one moggy you certainly don't want curling up in your lap. The bold big cat jumped into the back seat of the jeep as it drove through the Masai Mara Game Reserve in Kenya. Slowly, it sauntered over to where Irish tourist Mickey McAlden until it was barely a foot away from his face. Family friend David Horsky captured the tense standoff between the pair as it looked like the cheetah was going to make himself comfortable on Mickey's lap. David, 62 from Mombasa, Kenya said, "I've been living in Kenya all my life and I've never seen anything like this. The cheetah just wasn't scared of getting up close and personal." 5. Picture of Daredevil Parkour artist performs backflip on 700-meter high cliff. It's fun to spice up your holiday with a few activities, but one Brit took this to the next level. Toby Sager, 21, from Surrey, was in Norway when he decided to take his life into his own hands to perform a series of death-defying stunts on the edge of a 700-meter high cliff, Trolltunga in Norway, just out from the edge of a mountain above the Ringdalsvannet Lake. The cliff's name translates as Troll's Tongue, and given its bizarre shape, we can see why. From backflips to high jumps, Toby's confidence in his abilities is obvious when you look at the evidence. At one point, the 21-year-old Daredevil takes the weight off his feet as he casually takes the seat right off the edge of the precipice. 6. Goats on the loose. I have my house surrounded by CCTV cameras, said one Reddit user who lives in the Flushing part of New York City. One day, just all of a sudden, an entire herd of goats just randomly walked into the area where our tiny front yard is. They stood there and nobody came to get them. It was completely bizarre. My mailbox was eaten off the fence post. They were around 20 minutes. I'll never know why they were there. 7. A doctor talking to a ghost. I work as a doctor in a hospital in the UK and was on a particularly quiet night shift. Some of the nurses were sitting around telling the story. A young doctor was running to a crash call. Our hospital is a giant L shape with the front entrance being at the bend. A woman stopped him and asked him which way the exit was. He directed her and kept running. When he got to the patient, it was the woman who asked him for the directions. She died. Apparently, it got caught on the CCTV that the doctor stopped running midway down the hallway and gestured towards the exit while saying something to no one in particular. Reddit user Dr. Basio. 8. Vacation scare. A Reddit user was watching his parents' house while they were on a vacation. They left for the airport and my brother and I started watching TV. It was after dark. Suddenly, the lights started flickering in the house. He recalled, noting it scared them. A couple of minutes later, I got a text from my mom that said, "Sorry, we're about to take off. Your father is sitting here crackling, watching you guys jump around as he turns the lights on and off." 9. Caught on camera. 11-year-old girl fights off kidnapping attempt. A shocking video which shows a man trying to kidnap an 11-year-old girl from a bus stop in Florida in the United States emerged online. As the man, who was armed with a knife, approaches her, the young girl tries to run away. The man manages to grab her and is carrying her back to his vehicle, where the two fall to the ground. At this point, the girl fights and breaks free, while the man runs back to his SUV and drives away. 10. Come hell or high water. Not even flooding stops a Texan from grilling calf on camera. Even though the floodwaters have not yet receded, Ronnie Loronoff of Cedar Lake, Texas, wasn't to be stopped from enjoying some real Texas barbecue. Throwing caution to the wind, this Texas grill king took the outdoors to show the nature that residents of the Lone Star State could not be cowed by a Category 5 storm. With his variety of meat and some sweet baby rays, this neon-shirted dude made waves on social media for his dedication to the great cuisine of Texas. 11. Don't try this at home. I don't know who Jacob Riglin is, but it's the man behind this photograph who sat with his feet dangling from a building above Times Square. As amazing as the image is, it makes me and many others quite uncomfortable, I'm sure. 12. Man in a wheelchair tackles store robber. In Vancouver 2010, a man attempts to rob a local store but is stopped in his tracks when Larry Skopniks tackles him to the floor. Larry has been labeled a hero for his selfless act which saw him being pulled from his wheelchair as he refuses to release his grip on the robber. 13. Man saves toddler's life. A man who is a builder saves a toddler's life in a supermarket in Perth, Australia, when the toddler stops breathing. After several tense moments, the toddler starts breathing again. The meaningful hug he receives from another man, the child's father, is worthy of a few tears. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing video from us.